Hello, everyone. I am your host, Sporadic Erratic. I hope you all are enjoying. Oops. I hope you enjoyed that feedback. I'm a pro. All right. So I hope you're enjoying Speedrun Ragnarok 2020. And we are proud to benefit. Take this again this year. We are ready. Von is here with a run of Neutopia II for y'all. So take it away, Von.
All righty. Thank you so much. Yes, this is for those of you that were expecting to see, I think was it Pokemon Dungeon or Pokemon
Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Unfortunately,
yes.
That was not able to happen due to inclement weather. The runner is just fine. It's just a technical issue.
Yes, it was. So here I am filling in with a run of Neutopia 2 for y'all. Speaking of that run of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, there was a naming incentive on there to name a character. That is actually going to carry over into this run. I will be naming our protagonist Kaya, as is in accordance with how that donation incentive went. So that's the reasoning for that there. So, but yeah, I am going to be just about ready to go here. So, in fact, let me go ahead and let this. Actually, I can cut this out. Alrighty. So, if whoever is working the timer, if you could go ahead and start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. All right, so let's get a name in here. Kaya. There we go. Okay. So here's our lore to start out. This is a young hero named Jazeta. He is actually the protagonist of the first game. And you see he immediately suffers death. That's supposed to happen. Instead, now we have a young man who was watching this blonde lady sleep. This is actually Jazeta's son. We refer to him affectionately as Jazz Jr. In my playthroughs and during my stream and whatnot. But here he will be Kaya. And what Kaya's doing is he is hearing about this dream that this lady has about the whereabouts of Kaya's father. Nobody has seen him for a year, and she thinks she might know what's going on. So she's having Kaya set out here to try to find him. So that's what we're going to do, but first, we're going to pop in here, we're going to grab a couple things. We are going to grab a set of bombs. We're also going to grab a vial of medicine. Bombs are going to be used extensively throughout this run. I'll be talking plenty about that over the course of what we're doing here. One thing that we do need to talk about is my objective first here, which is to collect money. I am wanting to collect at least 300 gold, as I will be buying a very, very important weapon when I get into the next town. So collecting money is going to be super important on the front end of this run. So we're going to kill a lot of enemies on the way in hopes of getting it. I haven't gotten any so far because, of course, not marathon. But we still have plenty of opportunities. I'm going to be killing certain enemies because enemies have specific drop tables when it comes to the items they can give you. All enemies that can drop items have 3 items in their drop table, a common, an uncommon, and a rare. One of the common drop tables for those pig soldiers is bombs, and I picked up a pack. That's good. These slimes only drop money. They can drop either 10, 50, or 100 coins. So I've already got 50 there, but I need a whole lot more. Otherwise... Oh, good. I actually got a coin there. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit tricky. So... actually, I wonder if we can update the... I wonder if they're listening and can update this here. The category for this game is actually 100%, and not any percent. So what that is going to entail is I'm going to be picking up all permanent items, as well as all of the upgrades to my sword, my shield, my armor, my bomb capacity, and my life capacity. So we are going to be maxed out. This. I didn't actually need to get those, but that's fine. Alrighty, so another thing I want to talk about here, which I'm about to demonstrate, is damage boosting. You see that I walked into that room, and that snake was immediately on top of me. However, I was able to keep going the direction I wanted to go, because anytime you get hit, you always are going to boost in the opposite direction of what you were facing at the time that you were hit. Doesn't matter what hits you or what direction it was from. So I basically just pressed down. I'm actually just holding down as I enter the room on the frame that I get hit and then enter the room. It faces me that direction and boosts me upward. We're actually going to demonstrate that again coming up soon here. It's actually going to be once I go to this room here to the left. We're going to bomb our way through here. We're going to come in, face up to the right, move down to the left. Just as nature intended.
That armor wasn't bronze.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
That armor wasn't bronze.
Yeah, oh, that actually is really nice to see. Yeah, so I know, it's purple. There's actually kind of a carryover from from the first game where you get bronze stuff that I think is more of kind of a blue color in that game as opposed to the kind of more bluish purple that you see here. So
yeah, it definitely looked blue to me. I tell you what, the carryover I liked from the first game was that old man who was like, "Hey, I'm still here from the first game."
And the funny thing is that's 100% true, is that you walk out and like right there is a guy that gives you a potion and bombs. And I speedrun the first game as well, and in that one, the first thing you do when you come out of the opening area is you walk straight there and you pick up bombs and the potions. So it is very... there's a lot of parallels there. Alrighty, so we're coming up on our first boss here. Wouldn't mind seeing a heart drop. Didn't get it. Okay. Alright, so this is Mecha Worm. One theme of the bosses in this game is that there's a ton of RNG with them. So this worm, where it pops out of the ground and which angle it moves at is completely random. I have no way of manipulating it. I have no way of telegraphing it, anything at all. So like he can do that, where he basically just pops out right under me and does damage that I just can't avoid. This can also have some time variance where obviously the shallower angles are better for doing multiple hits. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're done. Whereas the ones where you kind of just jump straight up and down, you're typically only getting one hit in there, just because of the way that works. So, alright. So we completed the first dungeon. We've picked up the Chalice of Agony. We will be using this in the not-too-distant future.
I wonder how long that other old guy has been sitting. He's like, I tried to get the chalice, but I failed. I've been in this room since the first
yeah. Old men locked up in dungeons is definitely a theme. Oh, nice. There's some money. Okay, come on. Come on. Big money, big money. No whammy, no whammy.
No whammies.
And stop. Yeah, baby. There's 100. All right, good. Now we're in much better shape. All right, we're not out of the woods yet, though, but we only need $40 more to get through here. These guys can drop 50 coins, so if I see one, I am going to be excited. I'm excited for those bombs. That's usually what I want to see from these guys, but in this case, I do need money too. So we're hoping. We're hoping. Come on. Okay, that's $10. We'll take it. But all right, we have another 4-pack of slimes here. Come on, big money, big money. We can do this. Hello. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, shoot. Alright. Now we basically need to kill everything in sight, which is not an envious position to be in. This will not be the first time that I have gotten to my destination short of money. I don't want to say anything yet because we still could get there. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. So that blue crystal item, as you can see what it does there, it freezes all of the enemies on the screen. Oh god, I need one more money drop of any kind. Freezes all the enemies on the screen and kills them instantly. However, the unfortunate part of that is that when you do this, they never drop anything. So in that case, you don't want to use it. There are other times where you see those blue crystals, and they're great because they can save you a ton of time in certain rooms, especially ones when you see them in dungeons. But there, it actually works against you. So the Chalice of Agony, oh my goodness, words. The Chalice of Agony flows forth, turns the lava into ice, and allows us to walk across it safely. Alright, now, we're about to enter the next town, but we've got 2 slimes we can kill. Is one of them going to give me money? I just need one of you to drop some money. That is it. Oh, baby! The last one drops a 10 coin that gets me to exactly 300. Phew, alright.
Hey, if you spilled that Chalice of Agony on your shoes, would you say that you would experience the agony of defeat?
Wow. Oh my goodness. It is way too early in the morning for me for fun. Wow. Alright, so I made a pit stop in here to speak with the Jolly Fat Man so that he could sell me a boomerang. This is the weapon that I was looking for. This boomerang does a ton of heavy lifting for a good portion of this run, especially when it comes to dealing damage to bosses. Like, it saves... I don't even know how many minutes it saves. It is massive, though. It is definitely something we want to see. And we have it. We're excited. The other thing that we did was we spoke to that person in the purple robe. What they do is they will not only refill your health, but they will give you a password. Well, what's more important about that is that we have items that we're going to be using, which are like this little pair of blue wings. They're a single-use item that will teleport you back to the last teleport you back to the last place where where you spoke to one of the purple robe people. So we're going to use that various times throughout the run to zip around, especially at the completion of dungeons, to cut down on a lot of walking time. I'm actually going to pick that up because we are going to need money a little bit for stuff later in the run, so never hurts to have those. Earlier we picked up an item called the Fire Staff. This is going to be actually useful in a few different ways, one of which I'm actually about to demonstrate, which is that it can burn down certain objects like trees or, believe it or not, rocks, and to reveal, hidden pathways and stuff like this. So this gentleman here is going to increase my bomb holding capacity. I was only able to hold 8, now I can hold 12. I'm going to do another little boosty boost here to move a little faster there. I'm actually going to visit 2 more of those guys, which will ultimately increase my capacity from 12 to 16 and then to 20 at its maximum level. This is actually going to be really nice because there's going to be a couple sections coming up later in this run where I am going to be using just an absolute ton of bombs. So the more I can hold, the better off I am because, these guys can actually drop bombs. It's rare, but I'd love to see them because I just need so many. Alrighty, need to talk to this guy again. Old men chained up in dungeons, get used to it. It happens quite a bit.
I was gonna say, how many old men are waiting for you in this game?
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's geriatric central.
Just start your grandpa harem, like...
Seriously.
They're all waiting for you.
All right, so now we have our. So we're fully outfitted with our bronze stuff. We got our. Oh no, I'm sorry, no, well, not yet. We have our bronze armor and bronze shield. We will get our bronze sword later on in this crypt. Okay. This actually, I'm kind of just poking through here. This actually would be a really good time for donations if you have any, or any blurbs or whatnot.
I do have a donation from Tokuhiro, who gave us $70. Says $1 for 45 credits plus $5 for 5 continues is $70 towards Take This. Thank you to the Valkyries for raising money for a great cause.
Nice. Actually kind of wanted that ring, but I'll have plenty of opportunities to get them later. One thing that I didn't mention in the first crypt that you just saw me obtain recently was a key. Each crypt has a... Oh, thank you. There's with wings. Each... words. Hold on. I actually have to think about what I'm saying here. Each crypt has a key in it. The key is unique to that crypt. That key is needed to unlock the door to the boss's room. It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be here. Here you go, another chain up old man for you. It's gonna be somewhat difficult for me to form sentences here. Just because I was not expecting to do this, but nevertheless, here we are. Alrighty, we're going to put the boomerang to work here, disposing of these guys very quickly. We would love to see them drop bombs. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention with the boomerang, which is extremely important, is that we're all aware of how boomerangs work. You throw them, they fly out, and then they come back to you. Or at least they should. But they can only come back to you if you're standing in its return flight path. In this game, if you move out of the return flight path of the boomerang and it sails by you, it is gone. You don't get it back until you buy another one. So, yeah,
Catch
super
it or
fun.
else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like real life. If you don't catch the boomerang, it's gone,
Right?
baby.
Yep. So, we will take great care virtually every time we throw the boomerang to make damn sure that we are in its path when it comes back to us, because losing it is not fun. Just not fun at all. What is fun is throwing it and, like, mowing down multiple enemies, though. That's always cool. Come on, please drop some bombs. Thank you! Sometimes you just gotta ask. Oh my god, come here. You walk slower on this sand, so I'm just kind of slogging this. Alright. These moth enemies are not cool. Dang it. That is not what I wanted to see. What I want to do is I want to get right to their sides, just like this. And then when they land, you can throw one boomerang, and I one-shotted that one. That's perfect. Okay. Go away. Go away. Land somewhere about there. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. Good stuff. All right. Without the boomerang, I'd probably still be fighting them for the next, like, I don't know, 45 seconds, if I was trying to use like the fire wand or something like that, because that fight can be very dangerous. Their flight path is random. When they decide to land, random. So we just make super quick work of them with the boomerang, and then we're good. So we're going to use these wings that we picked up here to fly right on back to Purple Robe Dude. And we're right back in the town we started, and which is where we need to go next. Alrighty. Also the item that we picked up at the end of that crypt is the Manipula Herb. We are going to use this to provide healing to Princess Kaya. It's funny, I'm named Kaya. I'm rescuing Kaya here.
I was just ready for you to be like, Buttercup.
Yeah. Princess Kaya moans, but then We administer the herb. I'm not sure how. We just do. Maybe we just kind of like drop it in some tea real quick, and she just sips it down. And she's like, "Oh man, I feel a lot better," which is nice because she's gonna give us some very important information here, which is that we need to go and consult the goddess statue here. Okay, it thinks might prove useful in our search for Daddy Dearest. So she's telling us a little bit about, you know, what she knows about his whereabouts and all that stuff. And she says, "Oh, you have the Chalice of Agony. Why don't you offer up that Chalice of Agony to the goddess and let's see what happens?" And what happens is a beam of light shines forth. And what does it do? It reveals a stairway. And we walk into it. And our adventure continues. Can I offer some agony in these trying times? Well, yes. Alrighty. So, we have angry trees. Fortunately, they're waking up. Unfortunately, their waking up animation is so incredibly long that we just walk right by them before they can really be any threat. Yes, you might notice my feed stuttering and perhaps leaving some incomplete text boxes on your screen for a couple of seconds. I don't know if we want to refresh that to see. Maybe that's fixed. I doubt it because I keep seeing
there is a bit of an audio desync at the moment, just FYI.
Yeah, I think that's probably us, but anyway. All right, so when you do get into it, there's going to be a dark cave here, which we refer to as Dope Beat Cave, and the reason why we call it that should be pretty self-explanatory. We would really love to see these little rock dudes drop bombs just like that. Beautiful. All right, so I think that's going to give me... I should certainly have... Oh my god, another drop. We are in business, as they say. That's going to give me enough, certainly, to do this crypt and probably the one after it without even needing another drop. But, I mean, we never, ever, ever shy away from a bomb drop because we need them constantly throughout the entire run. Oh my god, don't do this. Okay, good. So there's a little hole in the floor in the middle of that room where those enemies will just continue to pour out. And if you get stuck on the underside of them, they will just keep boosting you backwards, and it's just horrible to deal with. Alrighty. So these purple robe guys, oh goodness. These purple robe guys are actually returning enemies from the first game. They are notorious in the first game for being extremely rude and difficult to deal with. In this one, the nice thing is that they kind of, oh my god, they telegraph their attacks a lot better. However, they also do this annoying thing where they will just disappear and you can't damage them. So, yeah, we're actually going to take a second to kill. Oh, that is so nice. Alrighty. I was hoping maybe to get a set of wings farming from those fire bats, and I got it on my first try, which is an absolute joy. Alrighty. Alrighty, another old man chained up in a dungeon for you. I know you were looking for that. Because who doesn't like an old man chained up in a dungeon?
Who is putting these old men in dungeons?
It's just their thing. I don't know.
The real enemy of the game. Whoever's making all these old men wait for you.
Yeah. I mean, the first game is no different. There's plenty in that one too. It's just the way it is. I don't know. Can't explain it. Alrighty. I'm basically just popping through the dungeon here. I don't know if we have any donations, or perhaps this would be a good good time to talk about Take This, something like that, because we're just kind of slogging through some screens here.
I just dropped my phone because I'm so excited to talk about the prizes that we have available today.
Nice.
And some of you may have noticed, if you have been tuning in to the other days of the marathon, that the prizes that we have available for donators are changing every single day. And so today, Thursday, we have the Take This official Penny Arcade heart pin. We have this adorable Kirby coaster set by Kinda Nerdy Housewife. These are like so freaking cute. And as a lovely tie-in to our Sailor Moon games coming up later, we have Sailor Moon Magical Accessories Suncatcher set. They're really, really beautiful. If you want to see them, all you need to do is type !prizes in the chat. And in addition to those, we also have some overarching prizes. It doesn't matter which day you donate on. Any donation enters you into the running to win a Switch copy of Collection of Mana, a Switch copy of The World Ends With You. I have warm memories of World Ends With You. Kingdom Hearts 3 for the PS4, Kingdom Hearts Compilation for the PS4. And we have some new prizes. The Final Fantasy Explorers Music CD. It's a 20-track sampler CD soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII Remake Lanyard. And Final Fantasy 14 art cards. So head on over there. Check out those super, super awesome prizes.
Alrighty, so this boss here is Weirtoad. Weirtoad has one of 3 attacks. It can either lash its tongue out, it can shoot out those tongue spores, or it can do what I like to call the Golden Brain. The Golden Brain attack is the only one that leaves it vulnerable to taking any kind of damage. Now, which of those 3 that it will decide to do at any point is completely random. So this boss can be killed in 2 cycles. I've had to go over 30 cycles. It is a huge variance in the run in regards to how much time it can either save you or waste for you. But that one wasn't too bad. I want to say that was probably about like 12 or so cycles. I mean, that was below average, certainly. But we're good. But now we have another fan favorite here. We've picked up an item called the Rainbow Drop. Shoutouts to Scala Kitty. That is something that she is a big fan of. And what that will do is that will allow us to kind of traverse nice bombs. Traverse 1 tile wide gaps, which is going to be a critical item, especially if we even want to go anywhere in the next crypt. This game is very linear like that, in that you typically are going to need the item in the crypt before it in order to get to or through the next one. So, yeah, there we go. Another bomb drop. Oh, blessed me.
I want a rainbow drop. I saw that rainbow drop and I just wanted to put it in my mouth. Don't you want to? It looks so good.
It does, you know what? I'm with you there. It does look like something that would be rather delicious. I'm actually going to demonstrate what it does here coming up in just a couple screens. Yes, yo, shoutouts to Yami. Yes, one would say that Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest did draw some inspiration there. So you just saw me do it there when I walked over to the island. You saw this nice little shimmering rainbow bridge show up as I walked over it. It's just something that drops out automatically. What we're picking up here is an extremely important item. These are the Falcon shoes. You might notice what they do right away. They make me walk a whole lot faster. So this is going to be very useful for the speedrun.
The forbidden candy rainbow drop. Tough choice. Do you eat it or make bridges with it so you can find old men and more old men waiting for you?
Yeah, you know, as delicious as it might be, we kind of need to save the world, so we're gonna use it as a bridge.
Delicious candy or saving the world?
I tell you what, I'll how about this compromise? After we save the world, go ahead and eat it. Okay? It can, you know, that will be Kaya's little treat. Like, I tell you what, Kaya, it's like, I have 2 kids. I've made bargains like this all the time. Tell you what, Kaya, if you defeat Dearth and rescue your father and save the land of Neutopia, you can have a little rainbow drop gummy. How's that sound? Alrighty. So we are collecting a couple of items here. You just saw me collect the wind staff. Outside of one particular application, it's pretty useless. The item that I just picked up here is an item called the Moonbeam Moss. What that will do is it will illuminate dark rooms in crypts if I so choose. The nice thing is that there are so few dark rooms that we encounter, and the ones that I do, I know the layouts well enough that we will actually never use it, but because this is the 100% category and they are permanent items, we do need to collect them in order to satisfy that category. Alrighty. So, we're on our way now to kind of more of a colder climate in the land of Neutopia, which is going to present a challenge with which many video game players are familiar, which is ice physics. We love ice physics. We also love to get more bomb capacity, which we actually kind of have to do in order to get up here. The tile on which this staircase appears is blocking our way to go up here, so we have to go in. So we might as well get more bombs. Now we go slipping and sliding, and here we go. Jazeta skating. Jaskata. But we talked to this guy who says, yo, nice shoes. I tell you what, I will see your shoes, and I will raise you some boots. Snow boots, to be exact, which completely nullify all ice physics. So we're done with that, which is super sweet. The game just is just like, you know what? No, you've dealt with this enough. We're going to take it easy on you here, and we'll...
You've dealt with this for 2 whole screens. Here you go, have some boots.
Eggs, like, literally. Yeah, so, oh no, I was about to talk about wings and how important they are here, but I forgot I already picked them up at Crypt 3, which is glorious. Alrighty. So here you get to see plenty of that rainbow drop in action. You know, boop, 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 all over all those gaps there. It's beautiful. Bask in its glory. Alrighty, bomb count. 12, God, that's just beautiful.
That's kind of a great mechanic, like, who needs to jump when...
Yeah, exactly, when you can just make a little bridge like this. Yay! That was completely fan service. I did not need to actually walk over that water tile while that bomb we were waiting for it to go off. I did it for the fans.
Delivering, yeah, the special fan service for y'all.
Love y'all.
Extra rainbow action.
You're the reason why. You're the why I keep going. Why I keep, why I wake up in the morning. Why I hit that start streaming button. Couldn't be here without you. Much love. Anyway, we use a ton of bombs in this crypt, so the fact that I had my capacity before I talked to that dude was pretty nice. So yeah. Oh shoot! I forgot to turn on my boomerang. Please don't hit me too hard. Okay. Die. Thank you. Okay. Oh, now you give me the crystal. Awesome. And I walked right into that ghost. Oh, nice. Well, I'm actually going to take advantage of this. We're just going to go ahead and kill all y'all. I do have wings, right? Okay. I was going to say I was going to go pick those up, if not. So, all right, we're going to take a detour here to pick up another weapon. This weapon is called the flail. The flail is weird in that it's extremely weak, and every time you swing it, it costs you 10 gold.
What?
But the reach on this thing is not only insane, but you can actually swing it 360 degrees around your body. But it is still very weak. But there is a particular set of enemies against which they are extremely effective. Wow, 2 hourglasses on these ghosts. That is... I am actually, all things told, I am getting some rock-solid drop RNG from these enemies, so I love it. Oh my god, and the beat... Gee, the bombs! Seriously, you gonna drop bombs too? Go ahead, why not? Okay, that's right. Alright, so coming up here is a boss called Roboid. This is one of the few bosses in this game that we are able to completely manipulate. So we're going to stand here to the side, we're going to bait out 4 of these kind of like chain arm punches. And then he's going to sit down, and then shortly after that we'll throw a boomerang, do a bunch of damage. Now we're going to come over here to the right. We're going to do the exact same thing, except this time we're going to bait out 5 punches. There's 2. 3, 4, 5. Sit here, try to hit the ground, throw this boomerang, boom, 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 and we're done. 2 cycles, just like that. And yeah, good stuff. Alright, so now we pick up the Aqualung.
Wait, that guy doesn't look that old.
Say again?
I said that guy doesn't look that old.
Well, he wasn't chained up, that's why.
Oh. Wait a minute.
They only chain up the old ones.
Excuse me?
Hey, you know what? Look, I'm not one I have to answer for this game. It's just the way it works, alright? Anyway, so now that we have the Aqualung, we can breathe underwater, so that's exactly where we're gonna go. I cannot believe I've gotten this far into a marathon run of a Neutopia game, it doesn't matter which one, before I have made mention of the really awesome soundtrack that these games have. They're pretty solid top to bottom. The water theme in here is really cool. Unfortunately, this is literally the only section of the game where we're going to be underwater, so as soon as I enter this crypt, you're done hearing it. But speaking of crypt and music, you might notice that the music in this crypt is different from the 4 before it. This is going to be the only one... Oops, this one. This is going to be the only one of the crypts, aside from the last one, that's going to have different music. Now, one other thing to mention is that the music that you're hearing here is actually basically kind of like a remixed version of the crypt music from the first game. That is not by accident. It's actually a bit of foreshadowing. I don't want to... I guess I won't spoil the whole thing, but the throwback to the first game is going to be significant, and I'll explain that once we get to the end. First, we got to kill these water blobby dudes so that we can open this door over here. Good. This crypt is one of my favorite ones to do in the game because it's very execution heavy. So if the skill is good, you can actually get through this dungeon pretty quickly. So it's cool like that. Oh my god, and the bomb drop. Are you kidding me? This game is loving me right now. Which means it's all gonna come crashing down. Oh, here's another chained up old man for you.
So wait, but that other person was there, like, by choice then?
I don't know. I'm not gonna go back to ask, so we'll just assume that we'll just assume that the answer is
Oh,
yes.
redemption. The silver armor is actually silver.
Yeah. I have the silver sword too. Actually, now I have all the silver equipment. I picked up the silver shield in Crypt 3, the silver sword in Crypt 4, and now here in Crypt 5 we have the silver armor.
Oh, then we have an explanation. I will be freed if you defeat this boss. If you don't defeat the boss, the old guy's just gonna stay.
Yeah, if I just walk out of here, I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go and eat my rainbow drop and go home. Then yeah, he would stay in there forever, I suppose. But what kind of hero would we be if we behaved in such a manner?
One who had a really tasty candy.
There we go. Alrighty. Oops, hello. What am I doing? Oh, please don't get me. See, this is kind of what I was talking about before, where there's a hole in the ground and enemies will just continue to just pour out literally non-stop. And as you can imagine, oh my god, I tripled them up. That's beautiful. It can cause a ton of lag. Alright, so, does this guy look familiar?
Yes.
Alrighty, so the Kraken that we saw from the beginning cutscene of the game has now been defeated. We have avenged our dad. Speaking of our dad, here he is. What's up, Pops?
Yeah, it's a rainbow squid.
So, he's like, alright, oh, hey, what's up, my boy? Here's the deal. The Kraken got me, and I'm not doing so hot. I was going to try to defeat Dirth, who has revived from my first encounter with him, but I can't do it. So I'm going to give you the Sword of Legend, which will aid you greatly on your quest. I'm also going to give you some encouragement, and hopefully that'll carry you the rest of the way. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a nap. Bye, Dad. So here we are back at the Urias Shrine, where we saved Princess Kea with the Manipula Herb. So we're going to talk to this guy who's like, yo, sweet sword. Why don't you just go ahead and just stab it into this rock? And we're like, all right. And we do, and this pathway opens up. And we walk through it.
We got an F in the chat. Some F's in the chat for your dad.
Oh,
this really
yeah,
tsundere game that's like, here's your dad. No, he's gone again.
Yes. Yes. Yes, F's in the chat for... So anyway, so to kind of bring that full circle as far as what I was talking about with the music, so that was so the music was kind of an allusion to Jazeta from the first game, because that was the music you heard when Jazeta himself was traversing the crypts of Neutopia in an effort to save the princess. So that was what that was all about. If you have any donations, go ahead.
Oh boy, do I. Sean gave $10, says, howdy, Vonnie. This isn't much, but COVID isn't making life all that easy now. So many can attest. But on behalf of NME, Lat, Dog, Emily, and Smitty, RGL loves you, brother. I'm going to put half of this to making Cramorant the alternate starter in Pokemon, because everyone needs to see a Pelican eating a Pikachu. And the other half to a Sailor Moon to have the character be Sailor Uranus, because I have the maturity of a toddler of finding out what that word means. Smile.
Yo, thank you so much for that donation, and shout outs to RGL TV. They are the fam. So that's really cool. All right, so we are now in Crypt 6. Crypt 6 is without question the longest crypt of the game. I will probably be in here for about the next 9 to 10 minutes. Oops, hello. Throughout the course of this crypt, I will be using 17 bombs to get through it. I can only hold 16, so that should hopefully underscore the importance of picking up bombs as I go, because I'm going to need a lot of them. Fortunately, these annoying orange dragons drop them, just like that. God, it was almost like I planned it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy just in case he would give me wings. He did not. All right. So, yeah, we're going to be here for a bit. And I am actually going to, unless you hear me, like, actively yapping, I am going to give you free reign to just bust in with donations whenever you get them. Just because we're going to be in here for so long. So, there's just a lot to do.
All right, well, I do want to remind everybody why we are here. We are here raising funds for Take This. And Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce overall stigma around mental illness. So while you are getting your donations and to benefit Take This, please do remember that we have all kinds of goals and bid wars still open, including the one for the run that is coming up after the run after this one for the Autofence to show off the beta version after the run. We're looking for $200 for that incentive, and we're sitting at $70. So don't forget, when you're getting those donations in, to put them towards one of our goals. If you want to see even more of the Autofence, please donate towards showing off the beta version after the run. We also have an incentive for Camp California coming up pretty soon after the Autofence to upgrade to cutscene percent. And everybody loves cutscenes, so you want to get those donations in. We're looking for $250. We're sitting at $20. Do we still have time for donations and whatnot?
A couple notes there. One about the game. Those cloud enemies that you saw me fighting before, I was using the flail to defeat them. Those are the enemies that I was referring to that make killing them so easy because they have so low HP. It doesn't matter that you do a lot of damage to them. You basically just need to break them up into the little chunks, and being able to throw that thing and cover virtually the entire room makes it a lot faster. Also, what you were talking about there with Camp California, cutscenes obviously are going to make the game longer, but that means you spend more time with the runner, and that particular runner is my dear friend Kat, who is known on Twitch as Glitchwitch. More time with Glitchwitch is always a good thing. So please, let's meet that donation incentive so that you can have a lot more fun with my girl Kat, because she's extremely entertaining. Like seriously. So yes, please make that happen. Oh, sick. All right. Cool. Alrighty, so I have wings now. I needed those two. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't really have anything else going on in particular here. If you have donations, you want to talk about other stuff, go right ahead.
Well, I did want to talk about one of the bid wars that we have open. All you weebs need to get in here for our Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon S Kurukurin. Kurukurin. You can pick the player character. Of course, there are all kinds of Sailor Scouts available, including Sailor Chibi Moon, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Moon, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Venus, Super Sailor Moon, and Tuxedo Mask. So weeps, take note, Sailor Venus has a healthy lead at $35. In second place, we have Sailor Jupiter sitting at $10. In third place, Sailor Saturn at $7. And in fourth place, Sailor Uranus at $5. So, where's the love for my girl Mercury? That's all I gotta say. If you would like to see any of these other Sailor Scouts be the player character, now is the time to get those donations in. So, Bonnie, who's your favorite Sailor Scout?
The blonde one.
You're gonna have to narrow that down.
So we're on the 4th floor of the dungeon here. We've only got one more floor to go.
You heard that? Y'all hear that sound? That was Vonnie handing me his weed card.
I'm so glad to hear that, Scala. Oh, give me those bombs.
Oh, Vonnie never had a weed card?
No, I am not a weeb. No, sorry. I don't know if that. I don't know if there were those who were looking for me to have like weeb cred. You know, like their street cred, and there's like weeb cred. I guess I don't know. Is weeb cred a thing? Maybe I just made that up. Anyway, we are picking up the gold shield. This is going to be the first of our golden equipment. Actually, now we're doing 100%, so obviously this means I'm going to be collecting all of the gold equipment. But even in a casual playthrough, picking up all of the gold equipment is actually required before you can even get into the room where the final boss resides. So that's something you have to do.
Wait, what? I looked away for a hot second, and there was not an old man chained up?
Yeah, I guess not. Sometimes they're just treasure chests just chilling. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. Oh, they dropped wings anyway. Well, oh my god, look at that! Oh, dang it. Okay. I actually kind of need to keep an eye on my health at this point because I'm probably going to take a damage boost or two off of the boss here. And I'd like to be able to sustain those hits. Thank you very much. And these little fire shooty guys are not helping me. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to make that one, so that's fine. Alright. Knights, be nice. Oh, they give me bombs. And are you going to hit me? No. Oh, my lord. This is beautiful. Alright. Okay, we should be good. Should be plenty good. I want to come in here with at least 4 hearts. Oh, my god. Okay, well, I have 5. I could get some back from these guys. I don't. Alright.
Amazing.
Alright, so here we have Medusa. We're just going to stand to the left of her, throw the boomerang back and forth, stab her some too. I went ahead and just stood in there, took a boost because I knew I could, and that's it. So we go through this long crypt only to just have this very trivial boss. So, because the power of the boomerang. All right, so now we have the Bell of the Sky. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Bell of Heaven in this one. Oh no, VLC cone. Am I just like dead? Oh. Okay. Okay.
Bear with us, friends. Little technical difficulties, but we're restarting things. Looks lovely.
Ah, we're back. Sweet. All right. So, while you had no visual, we completed that crypt. I picked up 2 items. One was the Bell of Heaven, which I will explain a little more about how useful that will be through the rest of the run. I also picked up an item called the Sun Flare. The Sun Flare we will be turning in shortly to upgrade our sword. But what I've done here with an item that I actually got in the throughout the course of the dungeon was I used the flute to break the ice golem out of the ice there. And he gave me a medallion. I'm going to need 4 medallions in order to open the way to the crypt where the evil Dearth resides so that we can have our final confrontation. So I've got 1 medallion. I need to get 3 more. The next two quote-unquote crypts that I'm going to do are basically just going to be ones where I fight the boss and then pick up a medallion. So yeah. Alrighty. So we turn in the Sunflare, and this blacksmith here hammers it into our legendary sword. We now have the Sun Sword, which is essentially the gold sword. Right now we're going to be picking up an item which is a source of great ridicule in my streams and in other marathon runs that I've done. So I picked up the Fire Staff and the Wind Staff. This is now the Lightning Staff. The Lightning Staff is hot garbage. It's completely useless. But in order to satisfy the 100% category, I guess we need to get it, so we do. But you will never see me use it. It's terrible. It's truly terrible. So, alrighty, you're gonna see another example of, excuse me, of the planned damage boosts here. I'm gonna walk right into that fly. Oh, I boosted to the left. I meant to boost diagonally, but that's okay. That actually kind of helped. Alright, we're gonna pop in here, and this is gonna be our final bomb capacity upgrade. He's going to take us all the way up to 20. The need for bombs going forward in this run is greatly diminished compared to what it was before. So the capacity upgrade here isn't really of terrible use. No, Old Man was not chained up because we were not in a dungeon. If you find them, in a cave or just sitting under a tree or something like that, then they are free to move around.
I mean, you never know where you're gonna find an old man. Flip over a rock, old man.
Right.
Inside a cave, old man.
Burn a tree, old man. Actually, this is an old scientist, and he says, oh, hey, you need to get into a volcano? Take this magic hand, and it will let you in. And we're like, okay. Don't know what a magic hand has to do with entering a volcano, but we'll take your word for it. So that's actually going to be our last usage of the wings, I believe. Yeah, I think it is. That's going to bring us back a little bit here. And then instead of going, instead of going left like we did before, we are going to go, eventually, we're going to go down. And this will take us over to the mighty volcano.
We're getting some hate for freeing the old men in the chat. Are you a villain?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said we're getting some hate for freeing the old men in the chat. Somebody's like, old men must remain chained. I'm just wondering if we have villains in the chat. Are you the final
we
boss?
Might. I don't know. These are kind of villainous hours if you think where we're at now. All right, so these are the worst enemies in the game. These little spear-throwing demons here, because what they can do is they can float along the top of the screen, and they're basically impossible to hit. All right, so here we have the salamander boss. And there we had the salamander boss. We basically just wail on it with the boomerang until it gets close enough to stab, and then we stab away at it with the sword, and before it can take us all the way down to 0 HP, it's dead. So that boss is super easy. And we've got now our second medallion. Now we're on our way to fight our boss for the third medallion. But this next boss that we're going to fight... Oh, this next boss. This next boss is truly, truly awful. I'll tell you what. I will go serious time while I fight it, because a lot of things can go bad in this fight. And I will do my best to explain it afterwards. So just send me your energy, root me on, and I promise I will explain just what the hell is going on once I'm done.
Alright, you heard him, chat. Send your energy.
Oh my god, oh no. Didn't want to take damage, but oh well. Okay, here we go. Come on, Zorban. Don't be a jerk. Okay, good. Oh my god. What an absolute blessing of a fight. Holy crap, this is gonna be so fast. So believe it or not, that boss is extremely difficult. Oh my god, that was... Y'all, the energy sent was received and applied, verily. That was... I think that might be the quickest Zorban fight I've ever had. Holy wow. Holy wow. That was straight nutty. No, go that way. Okay, so here's how that boss works. Is that when you see the large or the medium-sized Zorbans, the ones that have the faces, those Zorbans can only take damage when Zorban is kind of scooting along the ground. What it does otherwise is it will kind of like slowly jump from one position to another, and then when it lands, it will shoot out like water shots at you. And then typically it will just keep repeating that until it finally decides to start slithering along the ground diagonally. Now, when it's slithering along the ground, that's the only time that you can do any damage to it, such that you split it up into the little small water drops, and those you can just hit with your sword. Now, it will continue to slither along diagonally until you come into where you are in either its direct X or Y axis. If you're still kind of diagonal to it, it'll just keep going. So the way that we need to position ourselves such that we don't trigger that jumping cycle is extremely important, especially when you go from splitting it up from 1 to 2 to 3 or even 4 of those medium-sized Zorbans. Because let me tell you, when you got 3 or 4 of those jumping around shooting at you, it's complete chaos, and it's super easy to, you know, to not only lose your boomerang, but also to die. So the fact that we did neither of those things is positive. Alrighty, so we have to throw, as you can see, oh no, 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 no. Give me that back. Okay, good. That's the real fear when you're using the boomerang, is that you will get, you'll get hit by an enemy as it's out, and it will boost you out of the way of its return path. I want to have the boomerang for the boss of this fight. It's not like hyper critical that I have it, but it is very nice, certainly. It can save me a potion use, which is good, if I have it most often. So that's what we're looking for. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, don't hit me, please. Will you stop it? Oh, what is this? Oh my god. Alright, these things are annoying. So, when they hit you, they can actually stun you in place where you can't move. Alright, so what I'm about to demonstrate now is that Bell of Heaven, where you saw those doors just go flying open all of a sudden. After I killed all the enemies in the room, I just went ahead and gave a ring of that bell, and the doors open. Normally, I would need to push a block in order to open those doors. The bell essentially does that for you. So this is going to save us a lot of water. So like you see that block that's like all the way up in the top of the screen that I would normally need to go up there and push? Nope, we're just going to ring the bell and we'll just walk right on through. Oops, I need to kill these guys. That's right. So this is going to save us quite a bit of time throughout this dungeon and the next, which is actually going to be final dungeon. So it's nice. Is nice. All right. We need to drop a bomb right here. All right. I would love to see some heart drops. What do you say? Oh, nice. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Give me some more heart drops. No, I don't need money. I want some life back. Okay. No, got that. Alrighty. Alright, so we have our key. So now we can finish off this crypt. The boss is actually... oh, yeah, this is another place where... Nope, don't want to walk all the way down there to push that block, so we'll just use the bell instead and save ourselves a bunch of time. More hearts, please. I don't want that. I want a heart instead. Okay, I didn't get it. Alright. So this boss here is actually kind of rude. This is Sore Floyd. Its movement pattern is completely random, and it's just going to chew through our health. We kind of have to stand in a little bit to do some damage, but the boomerang can kind of mitigate some of that. So, go. Oh, there we go. Do some damage at least. Oh, lordy. Alright, I might have to use my potion anyway, even with the boomerang. No, just go away. Oh. Okay, I did at least some more damage. This is going to be close. Please don't touch me. No, we should be good. Yes. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I got through it without having to use a potion, which is a bonus. I want to have 2 potions. So we got that potion in the very beginning of the game. We talked about it. And then I picked up another one in Crypt. Which one is that I pick it up? Is it 5, I guess? And we carry them all the way to the end of the game. Because we want to have 2 of them for the final boss to make that nice and safe. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it does look like the video's frozen. Sorry about that, folks. Not a whole lot going on right now. I'm just kind of walking to the final crypt, so not really missing anything. You want to vamp for us, Sporadic, with maybe some fun take this stuff?
Absolutely. Well, I did want to remind everybody again about that goal for the Autofence, which is the game coming up right after your run. Let's see. After your run, we have Final Fantasy Legend 2, and then it's the Autofence to show off the beta version after the run. So I'd really love to see that. That means that we need to get some donations, and we're looking for $200. We're sitting at $70. That means we're looking for $130 of donations in the next... Oh, let's see. What time is it? In the next 2 hours or so. So, also looks like we're back.
We are back, yes. So, the only thing that you missed there was I popped in to talk to one of the guys that he gave me a... He gave me another life capacity upgrade, and with that, we have satisfied everything that we need to collect in order to satisfy the 100% category. The only thing left to do now is to go into this crypt here that we have unlocked with the 4 medallions and defeat the final boss. Oh, oops, no, I'm good here. This is a really awkward layout in this room to fight these enemies, but that actually ended up going pretty quickly. So we like it. Oh my god, what am I doing? That's actually going to be a decent time. Alright. These enemies are kind of a pain. I don't have a ring, do I? Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to need one, hopefully from one of these guys. Come on down. Come on down, buddy. You got it. Alrighty. There's another... Oh, never... God, I was going to say, this is another one of those really difficult to deal with rooms where you've got all these enemies that are on the other side of blocks that you can't get to. But then they just drop one of those crystals and saves me a bunch of time in that room. I was actually kind of looking... Oh, no! Well, I'm not even going to say it now because I was saying, hey, we're actually making decent time. Unfortunately, what I've done here is I've picked up an hourglass, which freezes everything in the room for about like 20 seconds or so. Unfortunately, what this means is that if I don't have these clouds completely split up, I can't do any further damage to them. So I can actually collect items with that, so I'll grab that. So I actually had to sit there and wait for that 20 seconds, which, whatever. It happens. Oh, yes, there's a ring. Okay, good. That ring I'm actually going to use later on in this crypt, actually in the not-too-distant future. What the ring will do is it will take enemies and it will turn them into different types of enemies, usually smaller and weaker ones. It is a single-use item, and it's going to be used in a room where it will be extremely, extremely effective. So first we got to kill all these stupid flying squirrels. Oh my god, come on. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
costing
Lordy.
money to use the flail. Like, where does that money even go?
That's a good question. Yeah, like, so yeah, the money comes out of my possession and goes to...
The
It just
Chain Up Old
evaporates?
Men in Dungeons fund.
I'm glad you get so much amusement out of that.
Just why are they there? They're
They
so
just
patient.
are. Like, it's just a fact of life. Like, I don't know. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to equip the ring because we're going to use it right about here. This room is an absolute nightmare. You've got squirrels bouncing all over the place. You got those spikes popping in and out of the ground. You take a ton of damage in that room. There's just no avoiding it. But with the ring, we get those enemies nice and stacked up together. They're super slow and easy to kill. And it's just a beautiful thing. So yeah. We're coming up on over here. We're gonna bomb our way to the left.
Ooh,
And
chat
just-
had a good idea. It's that you add the coins onto the end of the flail. That's how it has so much reach.
Ah, maybe. So we have our key. We can now open our way into the door, behind which our final confrontation awaits. Oh, whoops. Hello. Oh my god, I'm going the wrong way. Haha. Whoops. I was like, why am I stuck? Okay. Oops. No. Gotta track those. Come on over here. We can just walk over that for some reason. Alrighty. We'll wait for those to go by. I do not want these enemies to get to my left. Oh, jeez. If they do, then yeah, it can be chaos. So, but we're fine actually. That wasn't too bad. Alrighty. Oh, come on. Alright, we've really only got a few more rooms to go in this game, actually. So, we will be done soon. I just need to bomb my way through here. I was going to take damage there. The fact that I have both my... I'm taking a decent amount of damage already, but the fact that I have both my potions is really good. Alright, here's your final chained up old man. Enjoy it and savor it, because there are no more.
Do we set them all free after this?
I'm sorry?
I said, do we set them all free after this?
We do, yes, I assure you. They will all be... their enslavement shall be no more. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we can turn on these potions. Alright, so here it is. This is Dearth. Now, Dearth you're going to see here, he's got that big sword hanging off of his belt, right? You think he's going to hit us with it, right? No, instead he's going to steal the 3 staffs that we collected throughout the game. And he's going to use those against us. That's the wind staff. The wind staff is the one we want to see the least, because it makes it least accessible for us to hit him. We actually want to see him use the lightning staff. And the reason for that is because for some reason, after he uses the lightning staff, he reappears sooner than he does when he uses either the fire or the wind staff. I don't know why. So time is actually going to be coming up once I make the final hit on Dearth, and we see the screen no longer be in darkness. So please be ready for that.
We do have a little bit of an audio-video desync, so do say time when it's...
Oh, I certainly will. It's
awesome.
getting close. It's getting close. And time. There it is. Alrighty, so wow, a 113. Totally cold. Coming on in. I will take that. Alrighty, so we have defeated Dearth. We use the power of those medallions to bring back the spirit of Dad. He infuses us with the spirit. And now we take our victory lap throughout the land of Neutopia to tell everybody about the fantastic job that we have done. So that's it. So that is Neutopia 2 100% for the TurboGrafx 16. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed it. I know this was kind of a last-minute thing, but anytime I do get to spread the gospel of Neutopia, I will gladly take it. For those of you that enjoyed what you watched here, what you heard here, or anything like that, please do give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. I do fun stuff like this on my channel all the time as far as these types of games, these kind of top-down adventure games. So please do give me a follow. We have a lot of fun on my channel as we have been here, and yeah, I would really appreciate it. So but I think that's going to do it for me. We have coming up next another fill-in run. I believe it is my boy Invenerable. He's going to be doing a run of Final Fantasy Legend 2. If that is incorrect, please let me know.
That
I do
is
have
correct.
Cute doggos. Yami is a regular on my channel. Yami tells no lies. I have some adorable dogs, some of which you might actually get to see later on in this marathon. Oh, that's intriguing. So yeah.
Is there another puppy incentive? Is there more pups?
There is an incentive. So I'm going to be doing Neutopia, the first one, on the final day of the marathon, and there is a donation incentive to have. I did a run yesterday where at the end of it we did what's called Puppy Cam, which is a regular segment I do on my stream where I bring out my 9-month-old puppy and she does a meet and greet, and she's awesome. What we're going to do for the end of Neutopia, if the donation incentive gets met, is we will bring out the big boy. That is my 100-pound Black Lab Newfoundland mix. His name is Elliot, and he is extremely handsome and very sweet, and you'll want to check that out as well. But if you follow me on my channel, you see them on a regular basis, so that's cool too. So yeah.
And towards that incentive, we currently are sitting at $99 out of the $300 that we need to see a heckin' cute pupper. So if you want to see a heckin' cute pupper, please get those donations in to take this and the post-run big puppy cam.
Yes, indeed. I know there are other incentives. That's not going to be until Saturday morning, so there are other incentives to be met before then. But do keep it in mind. There are doggos on the line, so you want to make sure that we get that met. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you as always to the Valkyries for having me, even if it is something on short notice. Always happy to do it, especially if I get to show off a Neutopia game. I will never shy away from an opportunity to do that. So Thanks so much. Be sure to stick around for plenty more marathon action, and I'm going to take off. So until next time, take care, everyone.